Hi, I'm Annie and I love to crochet. On my channel, you'll find crochet tutorials for cute plushies and wearables. I'll share all of my crochet technique tips and tricks, and I even make vlogs about running my crochet business full time. Subscribe to follow along. We'll spend some time together and then we'll become crafty best friends.
A lot of the times when you buy patterns, they might just say fasten off, sew the plushie closed, or even just close the plushie, and when you're a beginner you might not know exactly what that means, so in this video I'll show you. I had so much fun making this pattern. I'm just finishing up now and I'll be posting the pattern testicle on my Patreon this week. I made a bunch of these really cute bonnet style hats in different themes, so you can make one bunny and like 10 hats and change his look all the time if you wanted to. I'm not sure exactly what this guy will be. Before we pick his theme, let's just finish him up so he can be nice and done. So normally if you were finishing up a plushie, you wouldn't fasten off and tie the ends like I did. I just knew I wanted to make a video for you guys, and that's why I tied it off so I didn't just have a big old thing of yarn running behind him. So pretend like I'm not slip stitching on right now. Just pretend like this is where you left off, your last stitch before they tell you to close the plushie. You might notice this hole is kind of big. What should we do to get the hole smaller? Mostly all of my plushie patterns, and I would assume other people's plushie patterns, they're going to tell you to decrease around or invisible decrease around. For plushies that are worked in the round, I usually stick to invisible decreases. An invisible decrease is pulling up the front loop only from the next 2 stitches, just like that, pulling through and then single crocheting normally. This will turn 2 stitches into 1 really quickly. A tip to make sure you don't get holes is try to keep this end pulled very tight, and if you can, use your fingers to separate what you're working on from the stuffing. This way you won't get a bunch of fuzzies in your work, and you'll also be able to pull a lot tighter because that stuffing will be tucked back a little bit. Doing another invisible decrease, pulling it tight. Usually I would recommend getting your hole around 6 to 8 single crochets is a good number to work with. If you have 5, that's fine. If you have 9, that's fine. Don't stress about 1 or 2, but just if you have, say, 12 or 16, you might want to do another row of invisible decrease to make this hole a little smaller and easier to work with. That looks really good to me. This will be a really good size hole to manage when we sew it closed. Now let's give ourselves some wiggle room. I just pulled out maybe 1.5 feet of yarn just to be safe. It's okay if you have a little extra at the end, and it's way less annoying than if you don't have enough. So now we're gonna fasten off. Fasten off is just making it so the stitches can't come undone by themselves. So we're basically gonna pull the end through to get our hook off, and now nothing you do will make those stitches come undone, really. Go ahead and grab a yarn needle. Put your yarn on. Now we're going to sew the plushie closed. When I first started crocheting, this is something I did not understand. I would just go like back and forth and criss and cross and, you know, sew it closed. Okay, I'll sew it closed. So I just went like all over and random. It'll work in theory, but then you'll probably have a raised bump and it won't look very pretty. So instead of doing that today, let's do an easier way. We're going to loop around the front loop only of every stitch around. You see that? And we should have like 6 to 8 loops that we're gonna go around. And keep going around. One more. Now this is the easiest and most fun part ever. You can just pull the hole closed, and it's almost like it was a magic circle or something. It's really nice and flat. There's usually always one little loop sticking up. Sometimes it's the last loop, sometimes it's the first loop. So go ahead, insert through there. And now we're gonna just tie a knot 3 times. There's 2. There's 3. And now you can kind of find the center of that hole and pull the knot through it. And that way it's hidden forever. It's nice and flat on the bottom. It looks great, and there's not many holes. There's not a huge bump where you crisscrossed all around to close it. Now just trim that little bit and we're all done. That was super easy to finish them off. I'm really proud of this design because it's pretty complex, but there's no sewing and it's actually a pretty quick make. I can make this guy in about an hour, not rushing or anything, just hanging out and crocheting. He's a respectable size. He's not too big like my moose. Sorry about my moose. I hope you found the video useful and that it solved some of your crochet problems if you're having any. I'm gonna go make a few cute accessories to add to this guy, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!